like 6, 7 screens in my house, okay? I don't have a ball here. There's not a ball in this house. I have a sword.
If I had only listened.
Hey there, my name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. This show is meant to serve as a reminder that your attention matters. You see, what we give our attention to becomes a greater part of our experience. We shape our world with the power of our attention. So it's important to be deliberate, and I am so glad you decided to give me some of your attention here. Tonight, we'll be talking about how to create powerful, useful memories. But first, how was your day? You had a good day? An interesting day? No, it's very easy for your days to go by unnoticed. It's very easy for you to get to a point. It's very easy for you to get into a routine and to a point where you don't engage with your day, where you don't make decisions, you don't make choices.
Oh, how you doing? Happy day.
Very easy for you to get into a rut, you know? Very easy for things to just sort of stay the same. And maybe it's not staying the same because things are the same. Maybe you're the same. Maybe you're doing the same things all the time. You're not making the decisions that would change things up for you. No, it's important to take charge of your day and to change things out of the norm and come out of your patterns, and maybe you'll experience something new, and maybe you'll have new ideas. You become different when you choose differently, right? If you want something different for your life, if you want something different for the world, you got to practice choosing differently. I don't know. You tell me if you've ever felt this way. Sometimes I get deja vu, and I think, oh my God, this has just happened in the past. I used to get deja vu and be like, I've done this before, but it wasn't really deja vu. I had done it before, multiple times before. Just a memory that I've been experiencing again. So, you got your memories, and you ask yourself, are they just going to be the same all the time? Just going to do the same old thing over and over? Or am I going to change things up, right? And today, you can change things up. You can make things better. If not today, you can do it for tomorrow. And you can start making decisions that land you in a different place. You create memories that are powerful for yourself. I think it's a good idea. Deja vu. Most people, they check out about 15 seconds into a video. You got 15 seconds to capture people's attention, or else they're out of there. And you're still here. You're probably having a good time. You liking the show? How about hitting that subscribe button and tap that bell so that you know when Bad Guru Nightly goes live or when I upload a video. We have fun here, and the fun keeps going. So remember to subscribe to the channel. I think it's time to listen to Bad Guru. How about you? Bad Guru, showtime. I used to be afraid of my memories. I used to be afraid of being in an embarrassing situation, a stressful situation, and then what was worse about that is that I would remember that situation afterwards. I'd be sitting in my house, lying on my bed, and I'd remember that embarrassing moment, and the memory of it was almost worse than the actual living the experience, because that was done and over with, but the memory was going to stay with me. I began hating memories and trying to avoid anything that would give me an uncomfortable memory. I got this thing where I get fixated, I get so fixated on things, and if something happens, it just stays in my head, and I just keep thinking about it. It just doesn't go away until something else comes into my life, and I get fixated on that, and then that other thing disappears. And so I was always sort of avoiding memories, or trying to get new memories to push out the old ones. So it took me a while to appreciate memories. It took me a while to appreciate sort of what they did. I live in the moment, I think ahead, and don't think much about the past, because in the past, it's painful, it's tough. But now I understand the value of memories, and it was a slow process for me. It was a slow process of discovering how valuable memories were. I use memories as a way to motivate myself, as a way to move forward. I use memories as like a little bit of a drug. I do things that, just doing of them makes me feel proud and happy with myself, so that I have the memory later on to think about. So I'll do things so I can have the memory that I can think about for the rest of my life. I remember, if you've watched the show for a while, I've probably told you, if you listen to me, I've told you that I hated doing oral presentations, okay? Social anxiety, it was terrible in me, and I hated doing oral presentations in school. And in high school, I just skip them. I just how much is that oral presentation worth? 25%? I guess I'm just going to have to do without that 25%. And I just do that all the time. Just skip my oral presentations because it was just a nightmare. It would just give me so much stress, and the memory of it was so bad. When I got to college, I realized, okay, someone's got to change here, all right? You can't live this way, all right? So I started, not avoiding oral presentations, but going for them full force. I started doing I committed myself in my heart to doing the oral presentation. So I wasn't trying to fight the situation. I was like, I'm going to do this thing. And whatever happens, I'm going to come out the other end, and I'm just going to try to be proud of myself. And to be proud of myself, I had to prepare. That was the biggest fear with the oral presentations. I wasn't prepared. So I just overly prepared. And I decided to have fun with it. I decided to give my all to it. My mom used to say, if you're going to do something, do it well, right? Do it well the first time. And so, of the oral presentation, I want to do well. And I remember this specific time where I really went out of my way with my oral presentation. Okay, I can't remember what the topic of the presentation was. Speaking about memories, I can't remember what the topic was, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with witchcraft, because I was dating a lovely witch at the time. Don't ask. But I got the idea to talk about witchcraft. I believe it was witchcraft. And so what I did is I went down to the witch shop. There's a witch shop here in Montreal. I don't know if you knew about that, but it's a witch shop. And I went in there, got a bunch of candles, I got some music, and when it was time to do my oral presentation for class, I played the music softly in the background. I lit 15 candles all around the room and all around me, turned out the lights, and I did my oral presentation like nobody else had, okay? I don't think anybody's ever done their oral presentation like that, okay? It was so dramatic. Everybody just did the reports, and I did this just full-on beautiful sort of display, Because if I'm going to give myself over to something, if I'm going to commit to something 100%, you're darn well sure Bad Guru is going to get creative, okay? You're darn well sure Bad Guru is going to find a way to have some fun. All right, you've been watching this show, this channel. Have you seen the evolution? Do you go watch the first episode of this thing? And now we're at 100 and something, right? And it's just gonna get crazier, because when I dedicate myself to something, I go creative. I go full force, And when I did that in the oral presentation, the crowd went wild. The college students in the classroom and the teacher. And it felt great, and I got a damn near perfect grade. And then I got to hold that memory in my head. How do you create powerful, useful memories? You do those things that you're afraid of. Don't do them to succeed specifically. Do them like an experiment. Do them like whatever happens, you're going to be proud of yourself for doing it, for not resisting it, for moving towards it, for you choosing it. Come on, folks, right? The things in life that hurt us the most aren't the things that happen to us. It's those things that happen to us and we didn't choose them. But if you choose your poison, if you choose this stressor, if you choose to get into the ring with this thing and fight this thing, then you can feel proud that you chose it. That you weren't some victim of circumstance. You weren't a victim of your emotion. You chose to feel those emotions, even if they were uncomfortable, even if they were bad, even if you were embarrassed. So you engage with those things that are meaningful to you. You know what's meaningful to you because you have strong emotion relative to it. Either strong positive emotion, that's great. Strong negative emotion, that's also great too. It's letting you know there's something here that you value to some degree. So how to create powerful, useful memories, engage with those things that you're afraid of. There's something that you're afraid of doing. You've been wanting to do it. You're like, oh, I wouldn't be good at it. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, it'd be too embarrassing. That's the very thing you need to do. And if you do that thing, you can prepare, you can do your best, you might succeed, but just doing it alone, now you have this memory in your head that says, I went for it. I did this. Sometimes I feel like I encourage people to go out there, pursue their dreams, and do what they want to do. And they feel like success, and I might fail and this or that, and I'll feel embarrassed, and it will be hard. It's like, but you don't realize that every day that you engage in doing that, not only do you get the benefit of doing that, if all fails, you still have the memory of doing it, of trying. You have the memory of an honest attempt. You have a memory of you committing to the task. You have the memory, the feeling of you saying, I will do that thing I want to do, but I am afraid to do. You have the memory that stays with you. It feels so good. And in my oral presentation, it felt swell. And I still hold that memory, that room full of candles. It's a beautiful thing. How do you create powerful, useful memories? Engage with those things that you consider to be fearful, the things that you're the most nervous about, the things that you value that you've been putting off. Can you do that? It's hard to do, maybe, but it's fun to do once you get the hang of it. I remember times where I thought I couldn't do something, and then I engaged within it, committed my heart to it, did it, then I have the memory of it. I don't do sports. You guys know this. I'm not a sports scientist, as I like to say. And I remember when I got to college, I had a girlfriend at the time, and she scheduled all my classes. She wanted me to be with her when she was free, so she did the whole planning. And I told her what I wanted, and she, my criteria, and she put it in there. But one criteria I didn't tell her, because I don't like it. It's not a part of my life. Hadn't been a part of my life for a long time. It was gym. And she gave me volleyball class. What? Volleyball. What? I couldn't believe it. I never really played volleyball. I tried it. It's a hard game, man. It's a game. You don't hit it you don't hold the ball with your hand or kick it with your foot. You got to hit it with your knuckles. You got to hit it with your knuckles. Anyway, she put me in volleyball class, and I felt very bad, and I resented it, and I felt angry, and I didn't want to be there, and everything I just wanted to get out of there. But I said, look, I just got to commit to this thing, just like you do with the oral presentations. And then I started practicing with the balls and working with other people. I got social anxiety. Team sports, put me on a sport with badminton, one side, that's fine. All right? Running, that's cool, a team sport. And I'm in there, 6 of us on a volleyball field, and we're going at it. End of the year, we have a tournament. Gotta do a tournament? Oh my God. It was so much fun. I have the memory of playing volleyball. A memory of playing volleyball. You don't know me, so you don't know how stupid this is, but a memory of me playing volleyball. I have 6, 7 screens in my house, okay? I don't have a ball here. There's not a ball in this house. I have a sword. I have throwing knives. I don't got a ball. All right, I'm getting off topic here. How to create powerful, useful memories. Engage with those things that you're afraid of, that are meaningful to you, that you want to do, you've been putting off. Do it one time. Get on stage. Try out that stand-up comedy. You know what I'm talking about. But what if I'm bad? You will be bad. But what if people don't laugh? People will not laugh. Don't expect them to. But you'll feel proud because you'll tell yourself, I I used to be a person who never went up on that stage, and now I'm a person who went up on that stage. And that feels great. And then you can milk that memory for all it's worth. And you can sit down for the next 30 years going, I remember that time when, ooh-wee, didn't we have fun? It's the way you win at life, folks. We run away from our memories sometimes, you know? But if you're deliberate and you create your memories on purpose, then they work for you. Then they work for you. You know, there was something else that I wanted to tell you. But I can't remember. I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone. And I know it was good. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I feel so sorry for you. I feel so bad for you because I thought it felt good. Wanted to tell you. Can't remember. Memories makes me feel fine. Flowing through the jasmine in my... All right. Enough stalling, Peter. You ain't going to remember. But it's fine, because these folks understand what you're saying, all right? Go out there and create some powerful, useful memories. Go out there and do some stuff. Even if it's one thing a year, just do that one thing. You do that one thing, then you get to carry that for the rest of your life. You got baggage, I know. You got baggage in your life. Why don't you pack your own bags? Put some stuff in there for you. Things that you choose. And yeah, they might make you feel embarrassed. And yeah, they might make you feel scared. But you already got fear and embarrassment in that bag, man. Things that happen to you that cause you feel embarrassment, you didn't even pack that. You didn't even pack it. Somebody else packed that for you. Life packed that. Life was like, ooh, honey, are you going out to school? Here, let me pack your lunch today. Put this in your bag. And it was despair and sorrow and disappointment, all right? You pack your own lunch, all right? And if you take a bite into sorrow, embarrassment, and disappointment as a sandwich that you made, you're going to go, I made this. And I'm proud of that. Every single day, and every single moment of every single day, you have the ability to make a choice. And the choices that you make give you these experiences that can sustain you for life. Now is the time. Plant those seeds. Reap those memories. Have those experiences. And then when you're older, you'll just be able to say, remember that time when? Yeah, I remember that time. Except for me. I won't be remembering nothing at all. At least it'll all be in video. Yay! Smart guy. I don't gotta remember nothing, man. It's all on tape, baby. All on tape. Well, that's it. Show's almost done. We got one more segment here for you before you go. That's the segment I like to call, Will You Look at That? And that's where I point you towards a product, a service, an idea, something that's deserving of your attention. So you can go, Will you look at that? Today's Will You Look at That is an audio drama podcast. It's called The Leviathan Chronicles. You never heard of an audio drama? Oh boy, let me just say in advance, you're welcome. An audio drama is kind of like what people used to listen to before there was TV. You know, you listen to the radio, there were stories that went on. When I was a kid, yeah, I had TV when I was a kid, but I listened to radio plays and audio dramas on the radio. And now I get to listen to them in podcast form. It's a great way to sort of stop watching TV and stop being on YouTube or on the internet and start listening to something that causes you to use your imagination. So I have trouble going to bed at night. I was watching stuff. So when I put on an audio drama, I can close my eyes and I quickly drift off to sleep just as I'm listening to the audio drama. Or I might be going out for a walk and I want to listen to something beyond the news or something. A great way to stimulate your mind. Really fun to do. So if you haven't heard of an audio drama, definitely give it a shot. I picked the Leviathan Chronicles because it's very well produced and it's there's 2 seasons, so it's quite long. Every episode is about 30 to 45 minutes long, so it's a pretty good chunk of time. It's super rewarding. This specific audio drama has a female protagonist, a female lead. So I think if you're a female out there, you probably like something like this over something else. Very well crafted story, definitely worth your attention. You can get it for free, and all you got to do is check it out over on your podcast app. The Leviathan Chronicles. I definitely think it's worth your attention, and I think you should. Well, will you look at that? That's it for the show, folks. You made it till the very end. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. You can even dislike it. I don't mind. Leave a comment if you got something to say. And as always, subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell so that you know when Bad Guru Nightly goes live or when I upload the video. We have fun here, and the fun never stops. Except right now, but we'll be back tomorrow. My name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. See you tomorrow.
If I had only listened and subscribed. Subscribe, it'll do you some good.